Hi there. In this video we're going to talk about how you can create and edit templates in your QuoteOnSite account to speed up the process of quoting for you and your entire team. Well, let's get to it. To create a template, you can go to the home screen and right from the template tile, click the Create Template button. Give your template a name and choose a template type. In this case, we're going to go for a quotes proposal template. Now, the first thing we need to do when we're creating a template is to choose what type of header we're going to have. Are we going to have a letterhead style template document, or are we going to go for a proposal with a cover page? Now, you can make that decision by clicking on the pencil icon right here, and then choosing from one of the options we've inbuilt into the software, which allows you either add a letterhead style or a cover page. I'm going to go for the modern cover page. Now, this will create a dedicated cover page which will represent your company information and some customer information as well. Now, have a play to see which of these best suits your needs, but if none of these actually match what you need, you can create a dedicated cover page of your own. Now we've selected the modern cover page, we can make a further adjustment by changing the background image. You can use an image directly off the internet, and then we can change the opacity to make sure it's not too dark, obscuring our wording. Or you can actually pick an image directly from your hard drive by clicking the Upload button. So here are two options how you can add background images to any section of your document. Now, if none of these cover pages meet your needs, you can create a dedicated one using a tool like Canva or InDesign, and to use that, you can upload the entire image as a cover page, but first of all, we need to set our header style as hidden header. This will remove all the automatically inserted information by QuoteOnSite, giving you an entirely blank canvas to work with. So now, I can actually upload a cover page I've made before. And increase the opacity to 100%. If you want to include some customer information to the document, you can actually move the header down to a new page and change the header from hidden header to hidden company. This will create a table that has all your customer information automatically inserted by the software. Removing page breaks is really easy. If you wanted to merge two sections together and remove the gap, just delete the page break section in between. Now's a good time to look at the other sections that are included in the QuoteOnSite default template. For example, job details. Now, job details should be filled in on a quote by quote basis, so we wouldn't recommend you filling job details at a template level because it'll be ignored when you create a quote. But you can add quote notes, you can add images, you can add costings, and you can add terms and conditions. And we can even choose to separate the quote notes from all the sections beneath by adding a page break here. That will simply add a new page and move all the sections down one. Now, it's worth noting that we can add background images to this page as well by clicking the Show Page Configuration, same as we did with the header. And here, we can paste an image as a background, reducing the opacity. And that's how you can add background images to any section of your document. We can add images to an image gallery by either selecting from a list of previously used images or adding new ones from a file. Again, we're just going to use our example image there. You can add as many images as you wish to the image gallery. And adding costings, you can see there's a few fields here that allow you to adjust your costings. Have a play with these to see how they affect the costings. We're just going to do a quick one here. Just going to add a simple line item called service delivery and give it a net price of £1,000. Now you see on the right side that the VAT rate is automatically included because we have a 20% VAT rate in our template. But we can adjust the margin of this job by increasing our commission rate from 0 to 100%, which will in effect double every price we've included in the job. So that's an easy lever you can pull to adjust how much margin you want on a given job. You can add extra costing sections to your template, to which you can add prices. And in doing so, you can build up very complex pricing structures. And you'll note that the commission rate applies to this section as well. Now we've seen the costing section, let's have a look at how you can add other sections to your document. There are a few options. So first of all, I'm going to add a page break between my costing section and everything else in between. And here to my terms and conditions section, I can add a custom section which allows us to add any piece of text we want to this document. For example, on About Us page. That shows up there. We can also add electronic signatures, forms, and tables. Electronic signatures are very easy to add. Under that section, just click Add Signature. And here's a good point to introduce you to our Placeholder functionality, which you can find at the top right of the screen. Placeholders allow us automatically insert items of data depending on who the customer is, without us having to fill that information in every time. So if we put a placeholder for the customer's forename and surname in the signature section, you'll see it automatically fill in whoever the customer is the quote's being created for. And we can also use the customer's company name. So if we say signed on behalf of, we can then insert a placeholder for company name. So that means that this will template the customer's name and the company name automatically. We can add form fields, and this allows you to capture data from the client that isn't pertinent to pricing, but you need in order to deliver a good service. So if we ask for maybe the best contact to reach out to, and ask for the contact number, and ask for the email address. We can make these text fields, and you can make the contact number a required field, which means that the client cannot accept the quote before actually supplying you with this information. Tables are also quite easy to work with. We can add rows to tables and add columns. And with the columns, you can add headings and items of data. Very easy to build. Now that represents the main things you can do when you're creating a template, but there's other items you can attach to a template. For example, files. Now if you need to attach some files that are pertinent to a given service, you can put it here at the template level to make sure that whenever you or your co-workers are creating quotes, it will always go with the right files. So for example, we can add an image here. Now it's worth noting files can be anything. Videos, pictures, documents, with a limitation of 10 megabytes as a maximum file size. Apart from that, you can add as many files as you want to a template. For example, your insurance documents, accreditations, supplier prices, all that can go into your template to make it easy. Now, to know how to use these templates to create quotations, look out for our next video, Creating Quotes from Templates. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you very much.